I just saw Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 8, the finale, and here are my thoughts. We've come a long way.
Every week when a new episode releases, I have my review out like 30 minutes after. And now we're finally here at the finale, so let's get into it. But before I give my thoughts and analysis, scene by scene, I just want to say I'm kind of extremely disappointed. But that's like a biased standpoint. You can't go around telling people that your episode is going to have crazy cameos, turns, and twists, and it's the best piece of writing you've ever written, it's the best acting you've ever seen, and not have people have sky-high expectations. So, like, people were seriously expecting Batman, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Martian Manhunter, The Lantern, Supergirl, Superman, Lois Lane, Mr. Terrific, fucking Brainiac. We just didn't get any of that. Not that a show needs a ton of cameos to be great, but it was just the way he was hyping it up, man. We all expected it. Anyway, let's break it down. Okay, so Rick Flag has all of his Argus agents looking through each door in the quantum unfolding chamber. There's a Candyland door, there's a zombie room, there's a black hole. It all looks visually stunning. I guess that's where most of their budget went. And when we got to the black hole one, there was a written cameo from Lex. So, cool, I guess. So, Chris is still in jail, and Adebayo uses Vigilante's quote-unquote blood money to bail him out, post-bail, and he's hesitant. He doesn't want to go back. He doesn't feel like he can go back. And back at Argus HQ, the government, Rick Flag's talking to his counsel, the secretary, and we get the guy from Barry. I'm blanking on his name, but the Asian guy. I really liked him in Barry, and he was in Superman, so that's cool to see. But again, not the type of cameo I was expecting this. And Rick Flag is basically explaining his plan as to why the Argus agents are looking through the quantum unfolding chamber. It's because they want to find a habitable, oxygen-filled room that they can store all metahumans in, similar to how Lex Luthor had his pocket universe jail in Superman. But this one, he only wants metahumans to be locked in there. They can't get out, and they don't know how they got there. So I could totally see how that was what was pitched as the DCU. I could see how that leads into Man of Tomorrow and the DCU as a whole. And Peacemaker, who's on the move, he's on the run. The 11 Tree Kids finally find him. They have this really good heart-to-heart. John Cena was incredible. Danielle Brooks was incredible. The chemistry was amazing. We end up getting a flashback to what happened on the boat between Hardcore and Chris, which they were kind of building up for the season. I didn't really care about that. And they kissed. Big surprise. Who could have seen that coming, man? And Chris basically asks her, not flashback anymore, present day. He asked her, did that mean anything? And she said yes. So he's like, cool, nonchalant. He goes back to his room. And he's like, yes, yes, and he starts dancing, and Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam starts playing, and I got goosebumps, man. I love that song. And Vigilante's doing his dance, but then it became like a concert plug for Foxy Shazam. Anyway, so the 11th Street Kids, seemingly now having added judo masters Sasha Bordeaux and Langston Fleury, kind of create their own version of Argus called Checkmate. And dude, everybody and their mother suspected that Fleury was going to be Martian Manhunter. I actually despised that theory at first, but the more I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh shit, this could be real. Because he talked funny, and James Gunn was saying that Tim Meadows was like kind of hesitant to do the role initially, but then James Gunn is like, oh, trust me, you're going to want to do this. Crazy things happen with the character. So I'm glad they didn't do it, but yeah, I was surprised. Anyway, Chris is walking out. I'm like, it better not end here. And I usually don't do this, but I checked how long was left, and there was like 20 minutes left. I'm like, okay, cool, we're chilling. And then Chris is walking back to his house. He gets kidnapped, head and bag by Argus, and they send him into the room they found in the quantum unfolding chamber as a jail. He gets put in there, and they say, you're the first. We're gonna start loading this with metahumans. We hear a roar. And that's it. And I'm like, it did end here. I was like, what the fuck? That's it? That's it? But yeah, everyone expected more. I don't think this was the best episode in the show. That goes to 6. But yeah, why build up hype like that? You know people are going to get disappointed. Well, I guess to get people to watch it, a bag is a bag, as I always say. Dude, I actually watched Blue Beetle yesterday for the first time, like in anticipation for this. And there was like no connection. Anyway, look. Don't get me wrong, I didn't need this to have cameos. I'm perfectly fine as is. I'm just a little upset about the way he was building it up and the theories, and it was fun to speculate and be around in this time with the weekly episode drops, but I'm disappointed. I can't say I'm not. And I do know everyone's going to be absolutely pissed with the ending. There's nothing you can do about it. It's too late. One thing I will say, though, is this episode felt like the perfect second to last episode. You know what I mean? Anyway, Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 8 is an 8 out of 10. And the whole Season 2 as a whole is an 8 out of 10. I gave every single episode this season an 8 out of 10, except for 6, which was a 9, so pretty consistent show if you ask me. Anyway, I'm not that satisfied. I'm excited to where the DCU is leading. I cannot wait for Lanterns. They're saying it's going to be like Fargo and No Country for Old Men. I mean, come on, that's like made for me. We probably are going to get a trailer soon, but yeah, that's it. That's Peacemaker for you. Peace out. Let me know what you guys thought. Comment below. I'm really interested because I had some pretty strong opinions, so comment below what you thought. Yeah. Peace out. Also, when I checked and it said after the final scene I still had 20 more minutes, it was because that weird-ass second post-credit scene with Economos wasn't even that funny. It was funny the first time, I guess. All right, peace out for real this time.